Herm, Patrick Peterson, is he worth it?
All these guys are worth it, in my opinion. When you think about where this league has come to, especially paying the corners now in pro football, when I was in the league, we were the second lowest paid. First lowest paid were the kickers, and then it was the corners, okay? And so when you look at this league, it's quarterback driven. When you pay players on your football team anymore, you generally play the quarterback, left tackle. You pay a corner, and you pay a guy that can go get the quarterback.
By the way, real quick, just
You got to tell us how much you made.
You were
$25,000. The highest paid corner in the National Football League was Mel Blount. He made about $120,000, and he had already played 10 years.
Okay, what year was that, though?
This is in 1977.
Okay.
When I came in the league, so I'm aging myself. I don't look that old.
You look 20.
You definitely don't look
definitely
that way.
don't.
But that's the fact. So you see the stress these guys are under every week. They got to cover elite receivers, and we talked about one of them, Josh Gordon, Andre Johnson, Calvin Johnson, Dez Bryant, Larry Fitzgerald. We can talk about them all. And I've always said, when you're a corner, you're actually playing against two people. You're playing against a receiver and a quarterback. It's a tough job. And with the rules and the way the league is opened up, pay him. Now, this guy, in my humble opinion, and just a guy that played the position, and I was just with Patrick, actually, up in Tahoe. He played in American Century. Good kid. I watched him in college, loved him in college.
Can he play golf?
He's okay golfer.
He's okay?
Yeah,
Good.
he's learning how to
Most
play.
important.
He's okay. He can hit the ball. He's okay.
Okay.
And I said this coming out, when he came out of LSU, I watched him down there, covered some of his games. Has the best hand-eye coordination that I've seen coming out of college since a guy named Deion Sanders. Now, I don't put people with Deion Sanders. He's the best to ever play the position. Best to ever play the position. But he has that instinct and trait. Athletically, maybe the best corner in national football, like athletically. Fundamentally, lazy with his fundamentals and techniques. He got beat like 7 or 8 times this year for touchdowns. That's too many for him. Because he gets lazy.
Yeah.
Because he gets lazy.
Yeah.
His eyes get lazy, his hands get lazy. He tries to bait the quarterback. That's what he did in college a lot and got away with it. But these quarterbacks in our league are too good and the receivers are too good. And they end up shielding him off and he can't make the play. So if he would work on his technique, boy, he's potentially Hall of Fame kind of guy.
So, yes, he's worth the money?
Oh, yeah, he's worth the money. I mean, he's the last guy to get the contract. It always works that way. With the quarterback, same thing, right? Flacco got paid last year, and he got paid more than all those guys. And everybody said, how can he do it? He's the last guy to get paid.
You agree with that?
That's what happens.
Yeah, if you rank the cornerbacks in the league right now, you would rank them how? You would go...
Right now, you would go with Sherman.
Okay.
Because the guy has done a tremendous job of really promoting himself, but making big plays in big moments.
Yep.
Big plays and big moments. That's how you remember playing corner. Either you make the play or you get on highlights for the other way. They make the play. And he's made big plays. He makes the big play, obviously, to get them to beat San Francisco.
Yeah.
And he's been a fabulous player. He intercepts the ball. He's long. There's a bunch of great corners in the league. I mean, this league is improving as far as that goes.
I think when you look at the money, I'm with you. He's absolutely worth it. And you talked about...
And he's a return guy, too. He can return the ball.
Which he probably won't have protected.
And they should. They shouldn't put him back.
He made the Pro Bowl as a return guy. That speaks to his athleticism right there.
He's athletic.
But when you look at where the league is going, and granted in his division, there's not too many balls being thrown all over the yard. It's more of a kind of old school.
Yeah, exactly.
But at some point, in this league, you are going to face a passing defense. It's just the evolution of the NFL. It is more pass-happy than it ever has been.
Yes.
And that's why you're seeing these corners make the type of money that you're starting to see them make. And I would say that the Patrick Peterson, Richard Sherman, 1-2 is a lot closer than what you might think. I mean, I would put Patrick Peterson right there as a 1A, 1B. And I thought he made a great case for himself when he was tweeting out the photos and saying, hey, look at this is you in space and this is me in man.
He has more God-given talent than Sherman.
If you
now, Sherman would say no, but he does. He really does.
Right.
When you look at their body types, you look at their change of direction ability. Now, he's not as tall as Sherman. That's a hindrance for Sherman because he's taller, he's long, he's not going to be as quick. But this guy's sudden. He's powerful. He's a powerful man. I mean, he's almost 6. He's about 6'1", over 200 pounds. A lot of people thought coming out and said, well, this guy's too big to play corner. I said, no. He's not too big to play corner.
I thought he projected to safety.
See, and I said along, this guy's a corner now. He's going to play corner in our league.
But when you want a guy, when you want a corner, would you rather have him take away a third of the field, or would you ever take away one guy?
Well, and this is what I said about Sherman. And Sherman, their defense allows Sherman to play on
That's
one
what
side. He can move, though. That's not his fault. That's just how they play the system. But Sherman can go to the left. He can go to the right. I mean, I think at times in the slot he would maybe struggle because he's longer and guys are off the line of scrimmage and you can't get your hands on him. But his length will help him there.
I agree.
But Sherman's a complete guy. You're talking.
Right, you're splitting hairs.
Yeah. Two of the better ones.
Before that draft, I sat right here in this chair and I said, he will become the best player in this draft. And just to remind people, it went Cam, the top, number one, then Von Miller, Marcel Darius, and A.J. Green, and then Patrick Peterson. And I did project him ultimately within 5 years. I thought he would become Ronnie Lott because he had that kind of capability. But I'm with you on everything you just said. And I think he is so gifted that at times, especially last year, he did get, I don't know if it's lazy or he's just going to lean on his athletic ability and his speed and his instincts just to get him through. Like he can just sort of do what he wants on this play, and all of a sudden somebody's behind him. Oh,
Yes.
Okay, but remember, playing behind him are Rashad Johnson and Jeremiah Bell last year. And behind Richard, and this is take nothing away from Richard Sherman, but listen, when you got those two hammers behind you, really? Yeah. Hey, you don't think it frees you up a little bit mentally? Again, his responsibilities aren't quite what Patrick's have been. Is that fair?
I think so.
Yeah, but we're cutting hairs here. We really are. I mean, we're trying to shave the hair down and say, well, you know what? And these are the questions we get because it makes for conversation.
Right.
But let me tell you something.
You would take either one.
Come on.
Right.
Come on aboard, boys. You know what I would love? I would love coaching these guys. I would love taking Patrick Peterson for about a week. Just 1 week.
They should bring you
Just
in.
come to me for a week, my
Seriously.
friend. Come to me for 1 week.